Meredith Brogan, president of WeGoLook, and I'm excited to host a panel session today with a looker, Jeremy Zach, and a roof inspector, Bruce Carr. We're here to find out a little bit more about our on-demand network. So Jeremy, let's start with you. I know that you've been a looker since 2018. You and I have done lots of assignments together. So tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, my background, grew up in Minnesota, graduated from University of Minnesota as a business major, but I spent a lot of my professional work in nonprofit in addition to digital marketing. So that's kind of where a little bit of my background comes from.
Great, thank you. Now how about you, Bruce? Tell us a little bit about your background.
From Georgia. I mostly sales in the first 10 years out of college. Then I opened up a driving school in 2007, did that for 10 years, to 2017, sold the business, got into insurance, and been doing that since.
So Bruce, I did not know that, a driving school.
Yes, yes.
Great, well
Teen
thank
only.
you both for being here today.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the gig economy. McKinsey & Company came out with a report a few years ago that over 162 million people in the United States and Europe are participating in the gig economy. So Jeremy, let's start with you. How did you learn about WeGoLook? And tell me, why are you part of the gig economy and why WeGoLook in particular?
Yeah, I don't know, this is probably maybe more of the unconventional route, but Google search engine, I was Googling how to find a side part-time gig. I had some free time at night and I was just thinking, maybe I should make some money to save up for a vacation, rather than just like sitting on my couch with my cats watching Netflix. I wanted, maybe if I have free time, let me make some money. And so that's how I found WeGoLook. I Googled and I forget, it was like sidegigguru.com, like, hey, here are the top 5 that you can do to like make some good money on the side. And so I was like, hey, why not? Download the app, went through the application process and then got approved and was very excited. But I think with the gig economy, it kind of offers 2 things, at least for me. One, it's that I get to create my own schedule, right? Like if I have this time on a Monday from 3 to 6, like I want that flexibility. I want to have control of my schedule. And then also I want to have a couple different streams of income. So this is, I have my full-time job, I can do a couple different side gigs. And so I think for me, that's what it offered. It offered flexibility of schedule and some different sources of income.
Fantastic, thank you. So Bruce, how about you? You're part of Crawford Inspection Services, performing roof inspections and ladder assist assignments.
Yes.
So how did you find Crawford Inspection Services? And if I remember correctly, you were actually one of the very first members of our on-demand network.
That's right. So I spent about 2 years as an insurance field adjuster. So that took me in 2020. That took me to Minnesota, took me to Louisiana a couple times, Delaware. Spent time mostly with tornadoes, hail, storms, hurricanes. But with Crawford adjusting as an independent adjuster, I got an email inviting me to apply.
Fantastic. Well, we are glad that you did.
Thank you.
Because you and I have worked on several roof inspections now.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so Jeremy, let's turn to you and talk a little bit about inspection services. With WeGoLook, we offer many different types of services. In fact, we call them looks. We call our engagements looks. What is your favorite type and why?
Done a wide variety. I would say I look for the looks that have the accidents that go to the junkyard. I don't know why. When I see that towing company, I get really excited because I'm like, where in the lot is the car? So I have to go searching for it. The door may be bent. There's airbags all over it, but I got to get that picture of the dashboard. I don't know. I kind of like the adventurous side of that. So that would probably be my favorite.
So you like the auto damage
Yeah, I like
looks.
the auto damage one. Never know what you're going to expect.
Got it. So Bruce, on the roof inspection side, you've performed many inspections for carriers and as part of your career. in your opinion, what type of background, expertise, tools are necessary to be successful?
I think the first thing is you can't be afraid of heights.
That disqualifies me. I am so scared.
So that's as far as background. I think I've noticed several different types of backgrounds do this. I've met in crossing paths, people that were in the finance business. So we work a lot outside. So I think as far as the tools, you'll need a ladder. Mm-hmm. You'll need some chalk to mark up your roofs, and probably would be best, depending on the size or the height or the pitch of the roof. You'll probably need shoes that offer the protection and the stability. But yeah, I think any type of background would be great for the CIS.
Got it. Okay. And also, you didn't mention, but your iPhone.
Yes. Yes.
So, talking about technology, Jeremy, WeGoLook uses a proprietary technology to perform our looks. And I know that you have been very interested in the past. You and I have had conversations about the technology. Can you tell us a little bit about the process from when you get an assignment and how you get an assignment all the way through to completion?
Yeah, so like I said, I was so impressed when I went through that onboarding piece of that app to get me approved. And so once I got in, I was just so wowed by, just kind of had this wonderful job assignment where I got to pick and choose, and it felt like those were pretty close by that I could easily get to very fast. And so once I agreed that I would do it, that I would schedule it, and then it would send me the automated information with just the description of the look. And I was like, that was in a matter of probably 15 seconds from the decision of like, yes, I want to do this job or this look. And then I would get that information and then call the client. And then that was what was really cool, because then it provided this whole dashboard that really kind of step by step walked you through the look that you were a part of. And so it was like, I was kind of feeling like, oh, I've never done this. I'm walking into this like luxurious like auto body shop, but like it really helped me step through that with wonderful descriptions and able to capture what needed. And then after that, wrote up a little bit of notes that required in that look, and then I hit the submit button and it was good to go. So I was like, that's it. Wow, this is cool. This is fun. So the technology was very, very user friendly, and it made you feel very confident on the job.
Fantastic. So do you think that the technology makes it more efficient?
I think so, right? Because like as a user walking into this, it's not like I got to sit down and meet you and have an interview with the look. So it provided that assistance. It was kind of like this virtual assistance experience that I got that really helped get what I needed and be effective, right? It kind of coached you, hey, this is what you needed to say, this is what you need to do.
Great. So Bruce, how about on your side? So Crawford Inspection Services actually has a different mobile app. And the reason is because we're capturing very specific information for a roof inspection. So what do you think about the technology?
Yeah, I've used others, and it's definitely very user-friendly. Like Jeremy was saying, with this app, it tells you, exactly what to photograph and when. It gives you step-by-step, photograph the front of the house. Step one, photograph, any damage that you see to the roof accessories. 2, 3, photograph, this slope and that slope. So it tells you exactly what to photograph and when.
Yeah. So I do have to remind you that you were our very first roof inspection. And after you completed the first one, you sent me an email with a list of things we needed to change. So I hope you know we've already made all of the adjustments. So we do welcome the feedback. So we appreciate that.
Did you guys give him a free ladder after that?
That's a great idea.
No pressure.
All right, Jeremy, let's turn back to you. So our turnaround time. On average, WeGoLook completes an assignment in 1.6 days. So tell me a little bit about how long it takes you to perform a look.
Yeah, so I think there's the responsibility on the looker, and then there's this responsibility on the client. So what I mean by that is, once I make that decision based to do that look, it moves really fast, right? And so that scheduling piece is where that could either make it really quick or a little bit longer. And so I typically like to schedule, I think, and I forgot what the training was, like within the 1 or 2 days. And then I would immediately call the client and to see if they were available at ASAP. And so I would say a day and a half to about 3 days. But I think sometimes that scheduling and trying, work or traffic or, that was sometimes a little bit more difficult to do. But that would be a very fair assessment from like when I accept that was the expectation.
Now, Bruce, yours are quite different. To perform a roof inspection, not only are we completing a full damage report, but we also include a 3D modeling report. So how long does it typically take you to do a complete roof inspection?
I was kidding with Jeremy a second ago. It can range. It really comes down to per building or per structure. I would say anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. The reason I was joking with Jeremy is in Minnesota, they have these farm ranch policies, and we have 15 buildings. So it takes up to 3 hours sometimes to address all of the buildings. But one home, average size, 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
I would also too add, as you were talking there, like with the types of looks that I came across too, document delivery and the intersection inspections, those I could immediately do. So it was just right on the go. And then I really like those too, is because I got an afternoon free. I'm gonna do this, print these documents out, certify the envelope, and I was good to go. So some of them were really quick on that. Like you could just pop through them. So
great. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about client service. Jeremy, beginning with you. We're doing this panel as part of Crawford & Company's 80th anniversary celebration. In 1948, Jim Crawford, the company founder, established the slogan, "Top quality promptly." From your perspective, is WeGoLook providing top quality promptly?
Yeah, I think 100%. Like I would say quality, which we've talked about, the technology, because that was my first introduction, right, to the company and to how the ethos and the values of what WeGoLook was about. So I think the quality was the technology. I was like, wow, this is really slick, and the promptness. Like I think too, what I really enjoyed about being a looker is that you guys require professionalism. Like we are part of your company, right? You're entrusting us to do this job, and so you have to be prompt. Like you have to know what you're, at least with the documents that you've prepared us or the job or the look that you need to do, you need to be ready to go, and you need to present yourself walking into somebody's house or a car dealership or junkyard. Like you just got to present yourself like, hey, I belong here, I'm part of this company, and let's get the job done. So you have to be very prompt. So I would completely agree with that.
Fantastic. So Bruce, turning to you, client service. Last year, when COVID-19 pandemic began, many insurance carriers focused on increasing their desk adjusting work. Is Crawford Inspection Services a solution to support desk adjusting? And are we providing top quality promptly?
Yes. Once we do an inspection of the roof, the report that's generated is top notch. We're pulling pictures of damage from the roof, from the accessories, so that prevents a desk adjuster having to be out here. And by far, quality, top notch.
Mm-hmm. Now, are we also supporting field adjusters in some way?
Absolutely. I've met field adjusters with Crawford Inspection Services, and they went inside to do the interior, and they left me with the roof. Mm-hmm. And then we collaborated after and got it done.
All right, last question. Jeremy, what's your favorite thing about working for WeGoLook? And would you recommend WeGoLook to others?
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Highly recommend. But with the the disclaimer of it's adventurous, right? That's why I like it. It's different. Typically, you know, in this gig economy, you're either driving or you're delivering. This one, you're going out in the field. You're gonna have to get in your car. You're gonna have to go somewhere. You're gonna have to interact with people. You're gonna have to do this look that's probably not normal, nor have you ever done it. Like that's what I really enjoyed about it. And so for me, I saw it as an opportunity to just get into an industry that exposed you a lot to how it works. You know, it's kind of funny now, like I'm driving on the side of the road, I see an accident, I'm like, all right, this is what's gonna have to happen. You know, there's an insurance company, someone's gonna have to go and do that look. And so it kind of, it educated me too on like stuff that, you know, insurance companies, we all have to have it. And so kind of seeing behind the scenes was actually really cool for me too.
Yep. Great. Now, how about you, Bruce? The same question. Would you recommend this job to others?
Absolutely. Being a field adjuster, we're gone for sometimes 2-4 months. So we've got peak season, and then we got sometimes a lower season. So I think that's probably one of my favorite parts is being able to still work out, you know, while and keep fresh on the inspecting skills while you wait for the next storm.
Yep.
So absolutely, I would recommend this to anyone.
Fantastic. Well, thank you both so much for being on the panel.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching us today. I hope you learned a little bit more about our on-demand services. And to reiterate what Jeremy already said, WeGoLook provides an opportunity for you to do different types of inspections rather than the gig economy that mainly focuses on driving or delivering. This is something very different. Thank you very much for joining us today.